happening, everybody? Outcome here, back with another video, and this is the video you guys have all been waiting for. So the Mortal Kombat 11 community review has just concluded, and we were left with a lot to talk about. So I'm going to try my best to break this video down in a couple of ways. First, I want to discuss the graphics, art style, and overall aesthetic design and how I feel about that. Also, I want to discuss the characters that were shown, along with some of the character teases and leaks that I've noticed from the reveal. Then I want to talk about the mechanics, some of the in-game stuff, and how it affects neutral and how you play the game overall. So I'm going to give you guys my opinion on that as well. So graphics and art style, absolutely stunning. Very, very gorgeous game to look at. And of course the game is rocking Unreal Engine 4. And NRS being very well known for rocking a cinematic, more realistic art style, and that complements Unreal Engine 4 quite well. So big thumbs up on graphics and art style. And character design, absolutely amazing. I love the character design in this game. I love some of the redesigns they made to the returning characters, such as Sub-Zero and Scorpion. Sub-Zero and Scorpion being both ninjas, but being different in their own right, with Scorpion being a Japanese warrior, rocking a Japanese ninja design, while Sub-Zero being a Chinese warrior is rocking a Chinese design with his hood looking like a Chinese hat, which I thought was a cool touch. So yeah, man, graphics, art style, character design, fantastic. I love it. So now let's talk about the roster in this game. So there were 7 characters shown in total, and those characters are Baraka, Sonya, Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Raiden, Scarlet, and a new character by the name of Geras. Geras seems to be like a command grab slash brawler, which is pretty cool because that's right up my alley, so I'm definitely going to try him out. Me being a Jax player, I love command grab slash brawling style characters, so can't wait to try them out, man. Now let's talk about some of the character leaks and teases. One of the characters that was leaked was Kano. Kano was leaked by Ronda Rousey, of all people. She accidentally leaked him by saying that she was training with Triple H or something like that, and that Triple H was her Kano for that day. So I don't know if that was done on purpose, because you know how Ed Boon likes to troll and tease us all. And also Kano was spotted in the background in one of the stages, in that street level with the bar in the background with the purple lighting. He was spotted bartending, which I thought was a cool little Easter egg. So it might be an Easter egg, or he might be in the game. Who knows? It's rumored that his son is going to be in the game, so we might get both. We might get his son and Kano as well. So that'll be cool. Another character that was this character was actually teased, and it was in the part where Tyler came out and he was showing off the new MK logo or whatever, and when they showed the logo, there was a speeding man that ran across the logo, and that character is none other than Kabal. So Kabal was teased very briefly, so if you go back and watch that the reveal, the footage, you'll see that part where Tyler was talking about the logo. Kabal went past the logo, so that was a cool way to tease it. It was very, very brief, but yeah, pretty cool, man. So that's all I have to say about the roster and the teases and leaks. So now let's get into the mechanics and in-game stuff. So one gameplay change that I've noticed right off the bat is the speed of the game. The game seems a lot slower than MK9 and MKX. And I think it's because NRS wants you to approach the combat different. I think the way they want you to approach combat is to utilize your normals as footsie tools and to space your opponent out to keep your opponent at that medium distance, and that is how neutral is played in this game. Most of the exhibition matches that I've seen in this game were played from a medium distance, and also the way you build meter is not like traditional fighting games where you do special attacks or combos or block strings to build meter. That is done. That is not going to be in this game. The way you build meter is with a cooldown system. So when you use your bars, it takes a few seconds to build back up, and it builds back on its own, so you don't have to do anything. And your bars are divided in fours, so you get 2 bars for offense and you get 2 bars for defense. And what you get with your offense is essentially your meter burn attacks and some X-rays as well. I noticed Sonya has an attack that's a counter, where if your opponent hits a button, she'll counter it, slam you on the floor, and then break your arm, and it goes into like an X-ray type of deal, which is cool. And also you do extensions to your attack, like your traditional meter burn attack. So if your opponent has like a punch, like a flying punch attack or something like that, I'm just giving you guys an example. If you meter burn that, it'll do an extension to that, so it'll be like 2 punches that'll lead to maybe a launcher. So that is how you utilize offense bars in this game. Now defense is where things get interesting. Defense, what you get is wake up attacks. So when you get knocked down, you use your defense bar to do a wake up attack. And another defensive tool you get is rolls. So you can roll out of attacks by using your defense bars. And another thing that I noticed is something called flawless block, where you block an attack or a block string, and then you use your defense bar to do something called a flawless block, which launches your opponent, and then you can go for a combo. And that is essentially your breaker. That is the only breaker you get in this game. But what I like about it is that it doesn't ruin the momentum. It does not separate the fighters so far to where like you got to work your way back in. So I kind of like that. And it costs 2 bars to use the flawless block, so keep that in mind. I noticed that it took 2 bars. It took 1 offense bar and 1 defense bar, and that is interesting. So people are definitely going to be real cautious with the way they use that flawless block mechanic. So I'm really interested to see that mechanic at high level play. So yeah. What else? Another mechanic that they showed was like this short hop mechanic. So from what I saw, it's a neutral short hop, meaning that you can only do it from a neutral jump. You can't jump forward or backwards. And I think the way they want you to use it is, say for instance you're blocking your opponent's block string. If there's a gap in his string, you can use that short hop mechanic and jump in between that gap, and then punish your opponent and then go for a combo as kind of like a quick way out, which is interesting. I would like to see that mechanic more in the near future. What else? Another mechanic is Fatal Blow. Fatal Blow is essentially the big daddy of special attacks. It's pretty much your supers. So just like Tekken 7, Rage, what it is that if your health is below 30%, you pretty much go into your Rage / super mode, and that's when you can do your super. And you only get 1 around, and if you whiff it, it has a cooldown to where you can build it back up and then you can hit it. So if you whiff it, you don't lose it, it builds back up, then you can use it. But you can only use 1 per round, so pretty much if you don't use it, you lose it. And that's how Fatal Blows work. And I think that's it for mechanics. Now yeah, the game is gonna have fatalities, brutalities as well. The game no longer has run, so the run mechanic from what I see is gone. So like I said, I think they want you to approach neutral a lot different. So no more running, no more crazy zoning stuff. That is gone. And yeah, the game's gonna have fatalities and brutalities, just like classic Mortal Kombat's. And yeah, the fatalities look really good. I like Baraka's fatality, where he rips your face off and takes out your brain and eats it. And Scorpion has a pretty flashy one as well, where he shoots the spear and he jumps over you and then goes underneath you and pulls the chain, and it slices your body in half. So that's pretty cool, man. So the game is shaping up to be awesome so far, man. It's a little slower. The pace is different. The way you approach neutral is a little more almost like Third Strike, but it's a good change of pace. We'll see, man. I'm just happy that it's a different game. It's not the same thing, and I'm very interested to see how the game gets better towards a release. So April 23rd, we're gonna see, and yeah, the beta comes out soon as well. I'm not sure what's the beta's date, but that's coming out really soon, and I can't wait, man. I can't wait. April 23rd, 2019. That is D-Day, and that's all I have, man. 7 characters revealed, some character teases. No Shao Kahn though, but we'll see. Anyway, as always, my name is Severe Outcome. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and all that good stuff, and thanks for watching.